Turn on the force.
Hello there! Hey, I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jim.
And welcome back. We're going to do a review for you of one of our favorite action figures. It is from the Black Series. It is Boba Fett, Return of the Jedi. And we actually did a poll, and our community, our battalion, our 777th battalion, voted on Boba Fett and Captain Rex. It was a tie. And so over the next 2 to 3 months, we're going to be doing some reviews on those particular characters. But before we do, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below and turn on notifications.
Right.
Because
we have a big announcement.
that's right.
We'll have other big announcements, but this is one that we can give you right now.
Right.
And it is at 1,000 subs, we're going to give an action figure giveaway.
Free. Yes.
Free.
Yes. And you don't want to miss the instructions. We're going to do a video on how that all is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we want to mention that we're Amazon affiliates. So we have put a link down below for the Boba Fett. If you want to click on that and you purchase it, that helps us and support our channel. And we are very, very, very appreciative. Love you guys. Of your thankful for your support. Okay, so here we go.
He's obviously out of the box already.
Right, but that's because he's displayed. He's being displayed on my shelf.
That's right. We have him up on display. Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's a cool dude.
Yes.
So here you see the front of the box. You can see it is a plastic box. The green, you can see the green coloring, which tells you it's the Return of the Jedi. And if we turn the box to the side, you can see the picture of Boba Fett. It's pretty cool. Love that creative art going on there.
I might mention that this is the original. This is the original boxing. Now they have the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi card back.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's how you get them. You don't get them like this now.
No, you do not get them like this anymore unless you pay probably a lot more money. I don't know what they're going for, like on eBay or someplace like that, aftermarket.
But you don't want to do that.
No. You don't want to. But and then we can move to the back of the box, and you'll see the Star Wars Black Series logo, a little bit about Boba Fett, and another picture, which he's just really, really cool. Okay, and then we go to the last side, which is not much. You're not seeing much at all, just the Star Wars Black Series logo. And that's the box.
So here he is. He's out of the box. And
I was like, wow.
Well,
we've had him out of the box, and we were like, wow.
Yeah.
It's an awesome figure.
Yeah. So let's look at some of this paint here before we get into the articulation. This paint is really nice. They have a lot of like scratches and dents. I don't know if you could see that on the helmet. I mean, look at that. All the markings and scuff marks and everything all over the helmet. That paint job, really nice. And then as you can see, and then here's his little eye thing right here. The thing you can see at night and zoom in or something. You can see right up in here. I don't know if you can get it real well, but there's a little dent that he has in his helmet, which is kind of cool. And you see a couple dents right here in his armor.
Yeah, because if you remember, he went through a lot in Return of the Jedi.
Oh man,
he got eaten up by that animal.
Yeah, I forget what you call those. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the paint, I mean is really nice. We have some black on his shoes. The black strip on his shoes, and then on his arm here on this is all like scuffed up, and yeah.
He's been through a lot.
Yeah. Yes, he has. Okay, so articulation. Let's see how this little figure moves. All right. So, this looks like we can get it out probably that far. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Bring it back down. Okay. Let's see, we bring it in. Let me see here. There we go. Ah. All right, nice, nice. And then we got to get that back out. Okay, his wrists. They obviously, his hands, wrists, they turn. His hands, let me see, at the joints here, there's not much up and down movement with his wrist. But this way, it moves really well this way. But not like this way. Okay. Let me see. His other arm, pretty much the same. To bring it up. Yeah, pretty much the same. Bends. This one's much easier to bend. I don't know if the joint's looser or whatever. And this, I'm sure this wrist here, this wrist joint is a little more constricted because of his little stuff on his armor stuff on there, on the side. You can see it's hindering that movement a little bit, but I'll accept that. His waist, he actually turns really well, really well. Bends really well. His torso bends really well. His legs really good. They turn and twist. I could turn that the whole way around if I wanted. This here, bottom part, same thing. I could turn it here the whole way around. It bends back. That bends back like that. His foot pretty much up and down, really nice. And it will not twist though. It doesn't turn because of the way his pants are on here. Like the plastic kind of comes over that part that would like twist his foot around. But they go up and down really nice.
What about his
really
head?
Nice. Oh, I didn't get to his head, huh? But this here, I'm going to get to this side here. Same thing. Twist and turn the same. Really very good articulation. Very good. Oh, I could turn his head the whole way around. That way. Let's see. Up and down. Up and down. Down, very good. Down, you move it down. It's very good. Up, it's not too bad, but it doesn't go the whole way back. But this really does really well. Okay.
I'm liking it.
So I do too. Now accessories. We have 5 accessories. So it looks like here, this thing here, you fire it, and it hooks onto his wrist over here, on this wrist here, I believe. And, okay, all right. Well, we're just going to leave it like that. And it comes out, I think it goes the other way. But anyhow, this thing he shoots out is supposed to shoot out. It kind of hooks on, I think, like a rock or something that if you were going to climb and it grabs something and it pulls you up. I think that's what this thing is. I don't know if we can get a real good close-up of this. Let's put that aside here. And let me get these blasters here. So there was this blaster it came with. And then there was this blaster here that it came with as well, which is kind of cool.
Look at the coloring on that jetpack.
Oh, this is my
that cool?
favorite thing. Is this honestly? This is my favorite thing. This jetpack. I mean, look at all the wear and the tear and the aging and thing on this jetpack. And it's such a cool looking jetpack. And of course, you know, it connects to the back of Boba Fett. Here we have like the holes in the back there, and you just pop it on. It's not really hard, just kind of like that, and then it comes right off easy. We'll just put him aside a second. Now this is really cool. Let me show you this first. So this is him, and he's shooting flames out of his hand here. I think it's cool. You stick it on the side here. Yeah, it goes on here. All right. And then it's kind of like he holds it like this and shoots. Cool. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
I think that's cool.
I think it's really cool.
I think that's cool. All right. Then we take that. So there that. And that stays on. Okay. Now we have this jetpack. And then there's these little little things
Okay.
that you just stick up in here.
Mm-hmm.
If you stick them up in here like this.
I like the flames. I wish we'd get more flame effects with a lot of the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, and so they just go on like that, easy peasy. And you can even move them like they have, like you can turn the jets. Cool, kind of cool. And then they go straight to, you know. I like this, and I like I said, I really love the coloring on this jet pack.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite out of all the Mandalorians. Okay, so that's it for the paint and articulation.
We're going to see some posing next.
All right, here we have our poses of Boba Fett, and I thought this was kind of a cool pose. We have him with his little torch out there and the jetpack on there, like he's not flying, but
he's getting ready to fly.
He's getting ready. I guess he's taking
off.
And his blaster there he has. He just looks really, really nice. We love Boba Fett.
Mm.
I really like the figure. I really like the character a lot.
Mm-hmm. He is very cool. That's one of the reasons why we got him too, is because we love the figure so much, and his character rather. Well, and the figure itself.
And we started collecting in general.
Yeah, when we were really young, but it wasn't Star Wars stuff.
No.
It was G.I. Joes, believe it or not. We got G.I. Joes, and back then they were like 12 inches.
Right.
Had the little fuzzy heads, and you know, and they were like pretty cool. We ended up having to sell them though. We sold our collection. We had to pay to get the hardwood floor redone.
I know. So we don't have them any longer, and we were so disappointed. And now we start collecting these, and it's brought that enjoyment back into our lives. Plus, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but both Jill and I, we're both physically disabled. So this is an outlet for us to
release some stress.
Release some stress, relax, find some enjoyment in just collecting figures.
Okay, we have Boba Fett here on our flight stand from Hasbro. You can get these from Hasbro. Hasbro is the only ones that make these specific heavy-duty flight stands. I've heard about the other ones, and they don't hold up as well. The cheaper ones that you've seen maybe on Amazon.
And we're not going to recommend those.
No, I won't going to recommend those, but I will recommend the Hasbro flight stands.
I'll put a link down in there for Hasbro, but we're not affiliate with those. But these are the stands that you want for a flight stand if you intend on having some of your figures flying. The price and the current availability of Boba Fett is actually, this is the original Return of the Jedi, as we stated earlier. But now you can get him with the 40th anniversary on the card back, and you can get him at Amazon, and you'll see the link down below, and you can get him for $33.99, and he comes with the 5 accessories, so you get all those accessories that you see with the figure that we had talked about earlier, but it's worth the buy.
It is.
And you can get it now. Okay, well, there you have it. That's our posing. And that's a wrap. But before we go, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Oh, leave us a comment because we want to hear from you. We want to know what you think. We want to know if you have one of these Boba Fetts.
Hit the notifications button too.
That's right. Turn those notifications on and check the links out down below. Thanks for watching. I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.